Hello everybody, my name is Thor Young. I'm a moderator of Bear Bull Traders, and I would like to do a recap on my trades for you today. I'm having an absolutely fantastic trading day today. I traded two tickers. I traded the SPY ETF and I traded Carnival Cruise Lines, both of them using Camarilla strategies I want to cover for you today. Two different strategies that I want to talk about here. And then we're gonna go off and we'll talk a little bit about those. Now, I had a lot of requests off the last video for more Camarilla pivot points kind of stuff, so I'm gonna go into it here real quick. Now, before I get into the trade and the details, if you can, please throw me a like. I really appreciate that. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and ring that bell so you make sure you get the new stuff coming to you. All right, so on to the trade. So I'm going to show you the two trades I took off the bat just real quick, just so you can see them. You can see here I have a great trade working on the SPY that I'm still in. You can see I shorted off S4. We'll talk about that. And then I also had a really great trade on CCL. Had a little bit of a bumble moment at the beginning. I took a 1R loss at the beginning, trying to time a breakdown here on low volume. Not really sure what I was thinking here. It was not really in the strategy. And this just shows you, and I'll just throw this out because I show you guys my losers and my winners, and when I do stuff that isn't great, I put that out there too, because this isn't all sunshine and rainbows. This isn't a mirror trick. This is the real deal, right? So, and I want to show you here CCL. I did end up getting a short off of R3 as well. So now the first thing you're going to ask, S3, R3, what are you talking about? So S3 is talking about support levels, where R3 is talking about resistance levels. And these are in Camarilla pivots. These pivots are calculated using kind of a similar method to Fibonacci. They use kind of a retracement style math, right? And what they're basically doing is they're trying to calculate the natural ebb and flow as the market overreacts to value, because that really is what we're playing at any given time. The price moves to value, value is accepted, and then value gets rejected in one way or another. It goes as far as it goes until value either gets accepted there or it gets rejected and comes back. Either way, we're going to play that up and down, that push and pull, that back and forth. All right, so two of the main strategies that we use with Camarilla pivot points are our R4 breakouts or our S3, R3 traverses. So when you're playing the fourth levels, you're looking for breakouts, and when you're playing the third levels, you're looking for returns. Now that seems a little counterintuitive, doesn't it? Because the four levels are further away. Wouldn't you expect it to come back more because it's further away? Well, we do get extreme reversals from those, true, but normally as the rubber band pulls, those are the areas that kind of indicate that we've snapped and we are now going in search of new value. So let me show you the two right now. First off, CCL on the daily, if you come down to my daily chart here, was showing an upside down hammer and it could not close above R4. If you caught my video yesterday, I showed you a trade on the SPY I took under a similar instance here. So once CCL this morning rallied up and I got past my little early entry situation here, what I did was I waited for it to come up to R3, and once it threw volume there and made a new low, I went short with a high of the day, right? Gave me really nice risk versus reward. If it made a new high of the day, I obviously don't want to be in it, and it gave me a really nice opportunity for a move down. Also, check in the mirrors. If you look here on the level 2, we've got some bids to the downside, kind of showing that we have our shorts are engaged, and I saw heavy selling up here at the top. So that's our first strategy we want to use. We're going to wait for it to go R3, and then what I'm trying to do is go from R3 down to S3, and that'll be my full traverse, and I'll likely go all out there if I have the opportunity. If we pull back up to VWAP here and throw some volume, I may actually add into this trade. All right, now, so as you can see, we've moved up to R3. Now I'm looking for a pullback. That's because this stock is showing what we would call an inside day. It has wider cam points. I'm not looking for it to break out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let it get to an extreme, right? I'm going to let it get up to a high like R3, so I've got a little distance, and then I'm going to play that return back to value, right? Now the other type of play is what I did on the SPY. And the SPY is just moving down beautifully for me. I'm still holding a position in SPY. This thing has just been selling off ever so nicely. I'm actually not going to take off any more of my position unless we lose The 20 EMA, or actually for now I'll just call it 437. But as you can see, we're trading down here. We've had plenty of selling. Now we are having some heavy buying coming in here, so I'm not sure if we're going to try and buy off, but value that we established a few days ago, basically a week ago, is all the way at 433. So I'm kind of looking for it to go back down there. And we'll see what happens. But otherwise, no real reason to hang on to this. If we get a lot of volume here and this thing squeezes back up and makes a new move above 437, likely can go all out right there, right? Might as well, right? Why even continue to hold the position? And actually, I'll do that. I'm going to put a trailing stop in here for a 437. So as you can see here on SPY, what we had happen is the SPY rallied back up on the daily to S4, sat at it for a few days, and then today we found it gapping down. It gapped down and it was below S4, right? So this is our lower support level. When we're below S4, we're looking to short as long as we stay below S4. If we go above S4, we need to wait because we might be looking for an extreme reversal, right? Or some kind of a crazy cover squeeze, right? Squeeze rally. We don't want to get involved in that. So we need it to stay below S4. And as you can see here, we opened with some strong value on volume, but hung below S4. Next candle, we pushed and made a new high, but that was on lower volume. That was a really good indicator that we were rolling over. I also started to see bid building to the downside, so I went ahead and took a short. Got a really nice drop right off the bat. Easy partials there down to S5, and when we pulled back to VWAP, I added in strong again, just using the loss of my this moving average above, which is our 20 EMA, really tight. Another partial, more partials, another add at the 9 using the 20. This is my version of a 920 trade. Add at the 9, use the 20 for the all out. It held the 20, came down, more partials, and now we're dropping down very, very nicely, trending down. So as you can see here, because the rubber band has snapped, right? And I'm actually going to go, I think I'm going to go all out here. I'm going to go ahead and go all out there. All right, I'm all out at 455.50. I like that drop. I like that volume. I don't see any reason to continue to hold. I don't have that much of a position, so I'm just going to take it all right there, and we're going to call it a day. So boom, going good there. CCL looks like it just started to drop a little bit more for me, so we'll hold on to that position and see if we get a little bit more money out of it. But otherwise, yeah, we're done. Good trades here. I hope everyone got something from this trade. Hope you all enjoyed it. And as always, keep it green. Thanks.